Hi guys, my name is Elsa Febrianti and I'm student of International Management class, and my student number is B1024191032, and I took human research this semester and my lecturer is Sir ID, and this is my midterm, and we have three part question, and we start from the part A. I will just answer number 1 and 2 at the same time. The question is how many times do I attend the class and how many times do I miss the classes? Maybe just one time because I woke up too late and the connection is really bad. And why is because I log into the Zoom in 5 minutes gonna lock up by itself. So that's why. Next is what's the title of the hiring book. At the first time I thought we don't really have to be. But the book is Managing Practice from Michael Armstrong 10 edition. How many chapters has the book? It's 12 chapters, but I just remember one chapter is about managing people. The next question is, are you active in study of harm in Zoom meeting? The answer is no, so I don't have to show you guys the proof. I'm sorry if I read it because I wrote all my answer in here, because I cannot remember all the answer. So next is, how many groups have done the presentation and what can I learn and get from their presentation? It's 12 groups, but I think it's 14 chapter maybe. What can I get is, I just remember my own presentation. It's about competency based on harem, and it's about difference between a job description and competency model between training and development and dimension. And next is, are you interested in taking harem and why? Yeah, because that's why I'm here. Because all my friends took it, so I took it, the harem. At first, I thought it's really easy, but it's not. It's still hard for me. So next is part number 1. Mention and explain the definition of harem to the 5 experts. So human resource management was defined by the WHO at 1984 as the identification of needed skills and active management of learning for the long-range future in relation to expect, corporate, and business strategy. Next is explain the future role of the human resource function. Is the role of the higher function of human resource management fairly important, namely the driving factor of production. So next is, where's the question, guys? Why must the company have higher policy? Because human resource policy and production are important to defeat their strategy, control, consistency, fairness, and responsibility in SMEs. They also ensure compliance with employee legislation for employee and their responsibility at the company expectation. Next is, explain the concept of strategy according to Jones and Scholl at 1993. Strategy has been defined by Jones and Scholl at 1993 as the direction and scope of organization over the longer term. What is the aim of strategy harem? Strategy human resource management is the connection between a company human resource and its strategy, objective, and goals. The aim of strategy human resource management is to advance flexibility, innovation, and competence advance developed at fits for purpose original culture. Next is mention and explain the type of HR strategy. There are 2 basic types of HR strategy. This one is operation HR strategy, overarching strategy. Number 2 is specific HR strategy, set out what the organization intends to do, areas such as time management, continuous improvement, knowledge management, and researching. Next, what is competency? Explain what competency from word. Competency-based hiring is about using the concept of define and basic result of competency analysis to inform and improve the process of performance management, recruitment selection, employee development, and employment reward. exactly word, guys. Oh my god. How many steps are there to develop a competency framework? Mention and explain why. There are 10 steps of development competency framework. Step 1 is program launch. Step 2 is implement and communication. Step 3 is framework design. Step 4 is framework design. Step 5 is define use of competency framework. Number 3, number 4 is different. So framework define competency list first. Number 4 is framework design definition of competency care need to be set in secure that define ideal and ambitious as they will serve. And step 6 is test the farmer by gauging direction of the balance selection of line manager. Step 7 is finalize the framework. Step 8 is communicate, let everyone know the outcome of the project. And number 9 is train, give line manager and hire staff training in how to use framework. Step 10 is monitor and evaluate the use of the framework in immediate required. And next is explain the concept of knowledge to Blaker in 1995. What is a knowledge management? Blaker at 1995 notes that knowledge is multifaceted and complex, being both situation and abstract. Oh my god. Next is mention and explain the type of knowledge. Knowledge can be confined in a recorded and available, and its held database inherent intellectual property profiles. Traffic knowledge exists in people's minds. It is difficult to articulate in writing and accurate third personal experience. So we're going to the part C. In video 1, have you watched the video completely? Yes. What is the video? What the video tells about comparison between two company. The company are Olivia company and Lunar company. What do you find the manager in this video? The manager introduced themselves in the beginning of the video. Beside that, we can know the manager by observing the role he or she play in the video. The manager is lead the others. What the lesson can you get from watching the video? Communicate is really important in hiring. As a manager, we have obligation to make the employee confirm why working with us. Next, if you were the manager in company, what would you do to make people happy? I think build a good relationship with respect to them, because without them we cannot do anything. It's not gonna work. So next video is what is video 2 about? It's about the problem faced by company among its employees. And what's the problem faced by the company in the video 2 is the test of the employee is unfair. The problem in the supervisor manager who close with the boss is arbitrary with her subordinates. How do you find the manager in this company based on explanation from the video? What can you learn from watching the video? The role of a manager in this company is very important. At the beginning of the video, there is no human resource management, so that many problems occur. So the last video, yes, I've watched the video. What is video about? It's about the CEO of the company who has been temporary because of it. One of his managers, operation manager, resigned from the company and betrayed him by giving the important document of the company to the competitor. That's why we have to build a good relationship to our partner. The last video, yes, this is the last. What's the video about? I already told you guys. How do you find a manager in this company? By expansion from the video, the people in the company do after days called by the manager. They feel very burned and talk about the bad thing on their boss behind him. What lesson can you get from watch the 3 video? I think it's really important to us to have a really good relationship to our partner, because if we don't, they will gonna betray us really easily. Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching the video. I just brought all my answer in here. It's old because I can't remember. I already make a 3 video of it, but I'm just gonna read it. So this is my answer. So thank you so much. Bye bye.